Alrighty, we are back. I do apologise for that bit of a connection issue there. So we've just had a caution be thrown. We did miss what happened on track as we were trying to get the stream back up and running, but we rejoined. It was Tyler Sheaf that was the cause of the incident. 13 laps have been completed here. As we pull up a DSL Welding Services replay, I think Toddy may have found the incident. No, that's pace car. Yeah, no, the 27 car is still running. Tony Walsh was the car that has been DNF'd and all that. I'll see if I can quickly scooch back. Yeah, so I've just yeah, lap 13, Tony Walsh. He's come up high, and it looks as though he's just tapped the fence up on the straight. He's gone for a bit of a wall ride, and yeah, that car is well and truly rooted. Had pretty good hang time on the fence too. If you can find it, Toddy, it's well worth a replay. So we go back. Yeah, no, it's alright. We seem to have lost it with the network issue there. Yeah. So we're back live green now racing, and Braden Miller trying to make that move on Clayton Davies. He stuck his nose up there for a brief second, had the lead on the timing screen as we see him go low again. Certainly pace to be had down low if you can pull it off. Look at how tight he's got that car up against the fence. Just trying to get the drive on the exit, but not quite managing the exit speed that Braden Miller, has running that high line. Wayne Densley and Brett Wheeler back there in third and fourth, also having a little battle up the top as well. Jason Crawford, sparks flying off the fence as he runs right up on the wall. Bit of action there. Nick Ryan further back in the field gets a bit loose on the exit. Now we're starting to see that track really slick up. We're starting to see these lines form, and we're into some great racing in the second half. 17 laps down now. Jason Crawford again banging his right rear off the fence as he's coming around on that high side, really driving that aggressive style that he likes to use in these sprint cars. Brett Hobbs finds himself back a little bit further in the field in sixth place, trying to make something work down low. Plenty of guys trying out different parts of the track here, making it work. We ride on the quarter panel of Brett Hobbs, chasing down Jason Crawford now. You see he's running sort of low to mid, not quite getting right down the bottom. It seems to be not quite as slick in 3 and 4 as what it is perhaps in 1 and 2. Other way around, sorry. It seems to be less slick in 1 and 2 compared to what it is in 3 and 4. So Jason Crawford there on screen. Blaine Densley again, sparks flying off the fence as he's chasing down the 56 of Brett Wheeler for the podium. Certainly trying to follow him through that high line. Brett Wheeler moves down the track a little bit, just trying to make that move on Clayton Davies ahead of him also. Brett Wheeler right down on the inside. He looks like he's got a bit of a run, but still plenty of speed from Clayton Davies up high on the exit of the corners. Meanwhile, Braden Miller driving away with this one up the front. All this battling has given him a bit of an opportunity as Blaine Densley almost makes contact with Brett Wheeler through the middle of the track. He goes right high this time. The cars in front follow suit to defend. This is a great battle here for second, third and fourth right now. Clayton Davies desperately holding off Brett Wheeler, desperately holding off Blaine Densley. This is all the action on track right now. Further back, it's a little bit of a train. Nick Ryan finds himself getting a little bit loose out of 4 at the moment, it seems. But all the racing right now up the front, it is this battle between Blaine Densley, Brett Wheeler, and Clayton Davies. We have a yellow flag. Further back down the field, Nathan Allen has found himself with a bit of an incident, and it has been called into race control, so potentially a little bit of contact there. I'll get Toddy to take a look for it. Oh, yeah, no, he's done that all by himself, and he's collected someone in the process. Not quite sure who he's collected. Are you able to see that, or we pull up the Nick Ryan's car, the black and red car? Yep. Yep. So penalty there for the 98 car, contact on the 83. So I believe that'll be end of line. So Nick Ryan given an end of line penalty there in the 98. So yes, a couple of different liveries around this week. Braden Miller running that silver and black livery now. Clayton Davies going for a bit more of a neon approach. A little bit of purple in there as well. I don't think we've seen that in previous weeks, although I could just be imagining that. Certainly a standout car, that neon and purple look. Of course, Jason Crawford running the silver, black and grey, Brett Hobbs in his black and green machine. Dutton Holmes livery there, the 78 car, Justin Wright. Cowie, of course, running the Performance Sim Racing colours in the 991. With the Toyo Sim sponsorship there on the wing. Certainly get some pretty interesting looking sprint car liveries in the iRacing platform, both replicas of real life and some pretty crazy creations. Yeah, Michael Locke's car there, that number 10, like the graffiti art style, certainly stands out among the crowd, that's for sure. So a couple of laps under pace truck conditions, and we will be going green again now. And Braden Miller has certainly taken the jump there, not waiting for the green flag. This time moves to the inside. Instantly Clayton Davies goes up high to defend. Blaine Densley coming around the outside as well. Brett Wheeler trying to run down low this time as well. The low line can be fast, but if you get it wrong, the consequences can be dire. Massive little crossover there in the 56 of Brett Wheeler. Gets back on Blaine Densley. He'll hold on to third, but Densley really making that high line work for him. Getting good drive off the corner, and it's a drag race down the straights right now. It is the 56 of Brett Wheeler who is holding on to the position only just. It's going to take just a little unforced error there, and Blaine Densley, it looks like he's actually got the position now. He is sort of running in third more than he is running in fourth. Certainly getting the advantage up the high side, and yeah, there we go, the 56 car of Brett Wheeler. Tucks in behind and makes a bit of contact on the fence. He's ridden the wall, he's come down the track, and that's cost him a huge amount of time. He hasn't quite fallen this far back as to come under immediate threat from Crawford, but Crawford is really making that high side work as he gets around the outside of the 64 of Brett Hobbs. Brett Hobbs still finds himself in 6th place, our championship leader right now, struggling to make positions here at USA tonight. Braden Miller again starting to drive away with it a little bit, opening up the gap on Clayton Davies at the front, but Blaine Densley is the hard charger here. As I say that, Clayton Davies was a huge move on and gets up on Braden Miller, so he now does lead the race. Excuse me, Braden Miller comes back up on the inside as the white flag comes out. It's side-by-side action here for the race win. Clayton Davies up the outside going into 3 and 4. He's got the position, he goes low to defend. Slides up high, Braden Miller trying to get the inside to work. There's contact on the wall! Braden Miller slides into him. Clayton Davies comes over the line first. Braden Miller manages to hang on for second. Blaine Densley 3rd place, Brett Wheeler 4th. Brett Hobbs comes home in 5th, manages to get in front of Crawford there in the end, despite all the action happening up at the front. Jason Crawford finishes 6th, Tyler Sheaf finishing 7th, Justin Wright comes home in 8th, Nathan Allen finishes 9th, Cowie finishes in the top 10, 11 Nick Ryan, 12 Craig Platter, DNFs for Michael Locke, Tony Walsh, and Jason Burke. There's some fireworks there in the background at USA International. some burnouts on track there from the top three. And wow, what an exciting finish to that race. It was certainly, really in the end, it ended up to be everything we sort of hoped it would be. USA really, and the drivers really putting on a good show for us there. Some great driving on display. And some great passing, some great battles. But if you could get that drive right off the top, there was definitely time to be room. And we will pull in our third place driver, Blaine Densley, for the first interview. Can I do it? Yes, I can. There we go. Blaine, third place tonight, mate. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, a bit of a tricky one. Track position was definitely key. It was hard to pass with the track being so wide and so fast, but had a good battle there with Wheeler for a few laps, and then sort of started to catch the leaders and made some mistakes, which cost me in the end, but all in all, fun race.
Yeah, definitely a very exciting race to watch there towards the end. That battle there with Wheeler and Densley and Miller was kind of all four of you in there battling it out for second place. Certainly great watching, mate. You were currently sitting, where were you? Blaine Densley, you were sitting fourth in the championship at the moment, so another third place ahead of some other guys is going to put you in pretty good position for the last two races of the season, yeah?
Yeah, I've definitely had some shockers. I've had some wins, but I've had some shockers as well. So not really focusing too much on championship points. Championship takes care of itself with podiums and good points finishes, so that's always a priority.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Hey, look, have you got any people you need to shout out to, any sponsors you need to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my personal sponsors, being me Retaining Walls and Hellmark Design, my own 27 Custom Graphics, and all my awesome customers, and Clayton from CD Cinematography, and Miller and Clayton and all the boys back in Discord that make racing fun.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Great to have you here. Congratulations on third place tonight, and we'll see you again next week at I-55.
Cool, thank you. See ya.
Alrighty, we will drag in second place, Braden Miller. Braden, congratulations, second place tonight, mate. That was one hell of a finish. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, decided to go there for the last like 5 laps finally. I don't know, it was pretty hard to be honest. Trying to make sure I can get it done quick enough so Clayton can put his chips on, to be honest. He's complaining that he didn't have any time to put some chips in the oven.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. It certainly seemed like the track was becoming more and more racy as time went on, and you sort of had your control down the bottom, and there was plenty of guys charging from up high. What was the sort of strategy there in race line tonight?
I don't know, just try different things to see if they're quicker. That was basically it, to be honest. I felt like the top was probably a little bit too slow for the amount of wing angle that I put in it, so it's kind of why I went and got off the top, and I seen, I think it was, I don't know, lap 25 onwards or something like that, and I seen Clayton was sort of catching me on the bottom there after a restart, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, but yeah, look, as it turned out, it looked to be pretty even anyway, so no, it's good. Yeah,
definitely, man. Just watching the replay there of that final lap and that move coming up out of the last corner, that drag race to the finish.
Yeah.
Sort of looked like you both just didn't quite give each other enough room. You were sort of both aware, but in the end, just that little bit of contact, and luckily it didn't cost you too much.
Nah, it's all good. It's all racing, you know. Like, you know, I'm not upset about it. I don't, you know, if the foot was on the other hand, I don't think he'd be upset about it either. It's just one of those things, you know. Like coming out of turn 4 here, there's a big bump coming out of turn 4, which sort of like sends the cars down. Which is that's all that's happened. Like he's just hit the bump and it's made the car come down. That's all.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Good, clean, fair racing for sure. Hey, mate, any people you need to shout out to, any sponsors you need to thank tonight?
Yeah, mate. Thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I'll go back and have a look at it later. Blaine at 27. Clayton, CD Cinematography, 27 family. all that sort of stuff. You know, we're just a bunch of mates just getting on and having a good time. It's what it's all about, you know. So, yeah, no, that's about it.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Oh, well, congratulations on second place, and we'll see you for the final 2 rounds in the coming weeks.
Thanks, mate. See you later.
Catch you later. Clayton Davies, our race winner here at USA International Speedway, Lakeland, Florida, for round 7. Talk us through your race, mate.
Yeah, it was kind of just a long one, really. This track's like three quarters of a mile long, so it's lengthy races, and I kind of just had to pace myself, try to roll the bottom in and try and get that in. But Miller had something definitely dialed in on the top, so I had to change my game plan and attack the top. And it's not how I would have liked to win it with the controversy on the last corner, but Miller knows that I never do anything like that intentional, and it was good to have a good race with him.
Yeah, definitely, mate. He said himself, you know, if the shoe was on the other foot, he wouldn't be too upset either. It was good, clean, hard racing there towards the finish. Talk us through the battle pack. You had a few laps earlier, though, with Densley and Wheeler. Sort of, you were all working that high line pretty well, it seemed.
Yeah, it's always good racing with those kind of dudes. Like, you know that you can race really close and not have too much drama. Like, it's close racing. There's always going to be contact, but nothing's in malice. And yeah, I'm glad that we could have a really good battle with that close with multiple cars, and none of us end up in the pits. And yeah, or like massive respect to those guys. Like, they've earned their spot on the game, and yeah, it's a great race.
Yeah, definitely, mate. 7 rounds in and only 2 rounds to go. We're certainly seeing the quality of driving and the action on track is certainly getting a lot more heated. Any sponsors, any shout-outs for tonight, mate?
I'd like to thank you guys for putting on the broadcasting league first. Like, it's good, always good to have broadcast leagues out there, and a league that likes to be as professional as they possibly can. All the boys in the 27 family, Western Machine Shop, Multi Trends and Boring, 27 Designs, CD Cinematography, ABR Setup Shop, yeah, and just everyone that keeps coming out to the league, and so we can race together.
Yeah, it's been different, mate. We've been getting some pretty good fields the last few weeks, sort of averaging around the sort of 15 to 20 cars, and yeah, as you say, it certainly makes good racing up the top. Congratulations once again on your win for this week here at USA.
Thanks, buddy.
Alrighty, and that does conclude our broadcast for this Tuesday evening. Round 7 of the DSL Welding Services Sprintcars for SRW TV, for our round sponsor Warren and Brown Tools, for our promo department safety car, Toyo Sim, Dragon RC, Racecraft, and all our other league sponsors. I have been Brendan in commentary. I've had Toddy up in the booth. Massive shout out and thanks to him once again for putting on another outstanding broadcast despite the little sprint car glitches that we have and the little bit of a network issue there in the middle that we won't talk about. We'll be back again tomorrow night. As always, we have, TCRs and Radicals? No, help me, Toddy. TCRs and F3s tomorrow night. Radicals and Porsches Thursday. And of course the DT3s Friday, and the Supercars on Sunday. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, head over there and do so. We have that massive Racecraft Simrig promo giveaway when we hit 1,000 subscribers. And that is us signing off for now. We will see you. I'll hit the notification bell as well to make sure you catch up with all of our live content. That's us for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow. And again next Tuesday for round 8 of the Sprint Cars. Bye for now, guys.